Sup, YT? RC Busta back in the house. I know it's been a while, and I kind of been underground for a while. There's just been a whole lot going on. Uh, for a short version of the story, we sold the house that we were at back in November, and it took 6 days to sell and about 6 months to find this new house. So it's been a rough ride, and had to head down to a condo that my mom owns, and she was like, here, you can use this condo while you guys find the house. So it's like over 40 miles away from this end where my wife and I both work. So it's been rough, but thank God, and by literally a miracle of God, we found a house in this crazy, insane market. Because let me tell you, it is insane. I mean, everything is being sold and overbid on, like, you wouldn't even have an idea. People offering 10, 20, $30,000 over the asking prices for houses. It's been fun trying to find a new house. All that kind of made me a little bit depressed and anxiety and all that good fun stuff that comes with it. Trying to get a new home from our family, and that's why I kind of disappeared off the map of the earth. But hey, we're in the new house now, and there's a lot of work to be done here. So videos may be still a little bit scarce between, but I'm just trying to get everything situated. Finally gonna have my final move from storage this coming weekend. So after that, it's going to be fun trying to put things away and finish the last of the renovations that need to be done to this new place. But thank God, like I said, a miracle of God. And when I say a miracle God, for those who believe, don't believe, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's up to you, but I'll share it anyways. I'm staying in this small town, Wallingford. It's just decent sized Wallingford in Connecticut. And I decided to start visiting a small church over there while I was staying. And literally about the end of March, there's a special service there going on a Sunday. And right at the tail end, the lady who was preaching, she just pointed right at me and she said, "Hey, you, sir, God has a message for you. He says that he's answering your petition and that he's giving you a house. It's going to be a rocking foundation for his glory." I've only spoken for maybe like 2 seconds to this lady there before, who was preaching once, only because I wanted to offer her some stuff for a program that she was doing, but nothing major. Very, very small conversation. Don't really know her. She doesn't really know me. And she said that, and that was on a Sunday, and by Saturday, my wife decided to check on this house that we just bought to see if it was still in the market. It was still in the market. Talked to our realtor, said, "Hey, we'd like to put a bid on this house." And that same weekend, they accepted our bid. And then they also lowered the price by $2,500. And it's something that's even unheard of in this market when everything is overselling, selling for overpriced asking price. I was like, okay. And not only that, the house was as is, and I had a contractor come over, and I was concerned about a work that had to be done to the house. And the contractor came over and said, typically this job when I spoke on the phone with this guy, he said, this will cost about $15,000 to $20,000. So we made the appointment, came, looked at it. He says, "You know what? I can do this for you for $6,000. And the seller credited me $2,500 of those $6,000. So, hey, this is why I believe in God, because there's no coincidence. So, but anyways, I'm not trying to preach over here. It's just letting you know where I've been and what's happened and why I've been a little MIA. But got some good stuff coming up here now. So, got the cat pack that I'm making over here for my latest vehicle. And this is my own design. Castle sells these for 8S. And they are 35 volt caps, and they are 560 microfarad caps. Now 8S, you're running at like 34 volts. 35 volts cap is way too freaking close, and these things can pop on you if you put way too much voltage. And considering that these things, this particular cap, which is exact same series that I have here, this is 20% tolerance. And while the tolerance may be mainly for the capacitance, 35 volts is just way too close. And I'm an electrical engineer. I've been an engineer for 20 plus years. And we all know in the field, you never rate a cap that's very close to the actual voltage that's being fed. So I made this same cap pack in a 6 cap version instead of 4, and I made these 50 volts. So I'm about to drop this into my new puppy. And I also bought, these are also caps, and they're a lot smaller, but these guys are polymer caps, and these are way more efficient than your regular caps. So you can reduce the size of your cap pack and have more efficiency with the smaller caps. So I'm going to be running a test on this cap pack and this cap pack to see how much ripple voltage we can reduce. Because right now, let's see, on this last run that I did, so get in there close enough, we're at 33.9 volts, and I had my max was 3 volts, and that's just under 10%, which is what Castle recommends, you know, not to go over 10% ripple. And that was at 176.8 amps, 7.33 horsepower. And my temp actually stayed pretty good, because I did like 3 passes with this vehicle, and I have 143.3 Fahrenheit on the ESC, and my motor 129.8. So very cool. And that was like at 87% power out. So this thing, and I got 97 miles, I think it was just under like 96.82. Let me bring that up. Yeah, 96.82. And you're probably asking us, like, what car? Well, here she is. The latest addition to the family. I mean, check her out right there. Capable of doing 200 miles an hour. And it has this very intricate, unique alignment tool that you have to get just right so that it doesn't go out of control at about 200 miles an hour. And the secret to that high speed is this turbo button on this thing. Okay, just kidding. Yes, this guy. And under the hood, we are running Mamba Monster X 8XS 1717 motor, 1650 kV, and I have that on my radio link, same controller I use for all my cars, running a pair of 100C 5000 milliamp hours each Lipos graphene batteries. I'm running stock gear. That 97 miles an hour at 87% out was stock gearing, and I don't have the ESC settings maxed out yet. I wanted to take things a little bit conservative. I'm trying to do runs and test the tuning, balancing the tires, getting the right adjustment for everything. And let me tell you, she handles freaking amazing. 97 miles an hour, and she was straight as an arrow. I probably should have caught that on video as well. I did wind up trimming about 2 bars off the rear spoiler. Before that, I was getting 87 miles an hour. But I did also advance the timing on the ESC just a little bit higher on this last run. So advantage here between 87 and 97 is that I advanced the timing on this puppy to 17, and I trimmed 2 bars off the rear spoiler. I'm still keeping these guys intact. I just did another mod now for the firmware. I got this now running at the full 20. since my temperatures were okay on 3 passes, I figure that I should be okay to run a full 20. So I'll run on 20, see what I get, and then come back and then probably trim 2 bars off of this. I don't want to take everything down yet completely, and I'm still running on the stock gearing. I'm not ready to go to 34-34 1-to-1 ratio yet. I want to see what this can do with the stock gearing and then move on to the 1-to-1 ratio. So I'll keep you guys posted with everything that's going on. Thank God all is well, and I'm going to be making another video with the data log on these caps to see what the difference, because these right here, these are only 100 microfarad caps. But this 100 microfarad cap, polymer cap, has a higher ripple efficiency versus these guys. And these guys are 560 milliamps, so this is like 5 times smaller almost and more efficient. So I want to see how that reflects though on the on my data logger and what kind of numbers we get. So I'll be having some stuff coming up soon, and I'm looking at right now at purchasing a GoPro cam so I can do some better videos, because trying to do these speed runs with the camera is just like nearly impossible unless I get some kind of bracket for my remote control. So if you guys have any ideas or anything, please leave it down below in the comments. I would appreciate it. I want to get better content to you guys and better runs. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this stuff, please, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm going to keep a lot more of this stuff coming as things get a little bit more normal around the house with all the work that we have to do. All right, guys, peace out.